Right, I'm just trying to make a video of a recreation of the first video game. An online friend has found a magazine with what appears to be the oldest video game, and it's a tad before Space Invaders because it was in 1913, July 1913 the magazine is. And what they do, they have a rolling screen with a projection of some animals, and they shoot a hole in the screen and stop the video briefly, stop the film briefly, and it says they shine a light behind it to see where the hole is. Well, I can never see it being very successful. Anyway, what I'll do, I'm just making some props to try and do a recreation. It'll have to be quite severely compromised, but I've got a Super 8 projector and a bit of old Laurel and Hardy film that will do with some people moving on it. So we'll be doing that. Anyway, I'm just making some props, so I'll get on and make these, just some simple props, and then we'll show you. So I'll just show you a short clip from his video, and I'll put a link in the comments of his complete video to see what you think. Anyway, I thought it might be amusing, but it's been challenging, I tell you that much. Right, we'll get on and make these.
Here I have an original magazine cutout featuring what is probably one of the first ever shoot 'em up games in the world. This magazine came out in 1913. Okay, this is basically how this game works. As soon as you fired your gun at the wild game animals on the movie projector screen, the movie would automatically stop at that point. A bright light would show up where your bullet pierced the screen so that you could see clearly whether you'd hit the target or not. And then the screen would be rolled up and the movie would continue playing again. Simple but effective.
Well, I've got my props made. That's for the screen. I'm just going to put some paper on the front of it. And there's the projector I've got. Let's hope the bulb doesn't blow when I'm doing it. Now, it's not very bright. And how it would work, it would take a few people, which I haven't got, of course. So what they would do is they'd have a screen that was on a roll, 2 rolls. So what they would do, when the shot was fired, the projector, of course, would be hand wound. So they would briefly stop the projector, it says, and shine a light behind. Well, if they did it for more than a few seconds, remember then the projectors had an arc light behind, so if you stopped the film it would melt almost immediately. So I can't see it being that successful. So anyway, I can't stop my projector, but what I'll do is we'll rerun the film, and when it's at the same place I'll take a still and we'll show you the hole it made. Now, as to the hole, I've had to borrow an air gun. And I really wanted a low powered 177. Anyway, my mate's got 2.2, it's alright. So what I did, I put that up there onto my other bit of plywood, and I thought that would stop it. Anyway, it didn't, look. Where's the hole? There. It didn't, look, it went straight through this piece in the back as well. Anyway, I put a piece of checker plate behind it, and I've had a test, and it works. I don't really want to be shooting holes in the house wall, do I? And if you see, there's the bullet. Right, these holes were in there already, but there's the bullet, you see. And one of them's the other hole. So anyway, if I stand that behind this screen, it's going to be quite small. But anyway, we'll see. So now we've got to set up, but of course I've got to wait till night time. That's the other thing. You see, I can't really see it being very successful, because if it was outside you wouldn't see it very well. Anyway, it's a bit amusing, isn't it? And it's the nearest recreation it'll be. And I mean, you've got to hand it to them, haven't you? You know, in 1913 it would be a rich man's sport, mind you. All the kids wouldn't have one. So here we are, all set up for the demonstration. Projector hasn't been used for a long while, and I've got one problem with it, that the wind-up reel is not going round properly. So we've only got a very short piece to do, so what I'll have to do is wind it by hand. Anyway, it's not too bad on the screen. We've got all set up, you see. Got the piece behind, so we shouldn't be shooting the house to bits, hopefully. And you can see it with the curtains drawn, so you know, we're only going to do it once, are we? That's the thing. So what I'll have to do is take the reel off, find the place in the film I want, and take the reel off and do that. But look, never seen my room so tidy, have we? Alright, we're using the machine as a projection stand. You've seen that before in the video, hopefully. But look at that, at least we've had to tidy up, haven't we? It was full of quad bikes and all sorts of rubbish a bit ago. Still got the engine in, of course, but you've seen that. Right, so what I've got to do now is put the camera on and position it so it I'll zoom in to get the picture. So I turn the projector on, you see this reel's not going round, right? But you can actually see it, so although it's faint, yeah, it's working alright. We just have to run it on the floor. Yeah, that's as large as we get it. Right, all I'm going to do is shoot in the middle of the screen, not shoot in the ground thing. I'm not I'm just going to stand in the corner, like there, when he runs off. There, you see. And when a man runs, it's working alright, so we'll leave it running. And when a man runs, or I get a shot like that, in the middle, I'm just going to take one shot. So I know the film, and the two the way you come in, and the two there. Now, moving, and we are going to go. So that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the demonstration. It's been about 5 days working this out, to be honest. And there, if you see, we have a nice hole in the screen, so what we do is wind up to the next one, which in this case would be just to take it off and do it. And you need, if you had a copy of a film that you wanted to use, and you had several copies, and just play the short piece over again, and have people have a go at the work. But anyway, like I said, you saw what happened when the... Oh, what? Sorry. I'll show you. I left the camera on, miles too long, but when it stops you can see what happens. It puts a dot in the film. So I'll just include that bit at the end. Alright, hope you've enjoyed it. Bye.